going to talk about how you can manage what people are saying about you online. I'm Ben. This is Building Business. We've got Jim Aline here. And really what we're thinking about here is reputation. How do you manage your reputation online? I was on Facebook the other night and things got out of control. Luckily, it wasn't one of our customers, but it was another partner of ours that somebody was saying something about, and then other people jumped on. And I honestly don't think anybody knew how to de-escalate or handle the situation. I'm sure this is happening to every contractor at least once or so a month right now.
I've seen it recently to a salesperson that went rogue, and the customer was very expressive on social media.
Yeah, exactly.
About the way they felt about that sales rep. But in talking about that sales rep, they put it on the company's page.
Yep. Yeah, and everybody's going, wow, is that what their sales reps are like in general? You know? So I guess the question is, it's not an easy problem. It's really hard to manage your social media because it's kind of an open platform. People can say whatever they want. Do you have some tips, ways that you can help de-escalate things, redirect this? Do you just let it happen? Do you ignore it?
Man, I mean, there might be some times you do, but I would say, again, it's probably in the professional response that you're giving and being cool-headed in the situation and trying to find solutions and resolve things.
Yep.
And in that communication is probably where you're going to find save your reputation, right? Because then the person that's screaming looks like the person screaming.
Yeah.
And you look like the person that's trying to help, but they just keep screaming at you. So, we talked about it in terms of Google reviews and making sure you have a professional, but on social media, it could get ugly.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One, do not add fuel to the fire.
That's right.
Do not become defensive. Frankly, let it kind of play out a little bit before you even jump in. Because sometimes it can actually just escalate things by you getting in the middle of it, especially if you sound defensive.
Yes.
We recently had to have a hard conversation with one of our partners. They just weren't delivering on a lot of the stuff that they had promised they would do, and nobody wants to be in that room. It sucks. We signed to work together on something, and then they were dropping the ball. So how did we come at that? Because there could have been one way where we just went and unloaded, and instead, we took a tactic which I think works the same way on social media. The first thought we had was, do we think that they're good people and that if they could solve this problem, they would? And we all agreed yes. Well, then that immediately made us not angry because they're like, look, they're doing the best they can. There's other factors in their business that are holding them back from being able to accomplish. They went in with the best of intentions, but they just couldn't. It's kind of the same thing. You'd wish homeowners would think that about you, but you certainly should think of it from the homeowner's perspective. That's my point on this. And so the great thing about the partner was they were not defensive at all. They owned it, like, you're right, we let you down there, and I'm sorry, and we're going to fix this. And so we were totally calm the entire meeting, and even though it was an extremely hard conversation, everybody left uplifted. Yeah. That's what the goal of any of these interactions should be, is to try to figure out a way to leave the person angry uplifted.
Yeah, definitely. And I think you made another point that comes to my mind when you say that is, can you take the conversation offline?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yep.
Right? Can you make a phone call?
Yep.
Or set a time to sit across the table from someone and try to resolve things? Because a lot of people will scream on social media, but when they see that you're truly looking to resolve the situation and you're willing to have that phone conversation, and it will be hard.
Yep.
Those conversations are not fun. But being willing to sit and have a conversation with someone a lot of times. And then, there are things that happen online that you're gonna have to ignore a little bit, like you said, because I mean, if you read YouTube comments, if you've ever read YouTube comments,
I can't even believe, some of the stuff that's on there.
It's a horrible place, right? But it's
there's some really positive, good stuff too.
There is,
yeah.
But then the things that people are willing to say, when there is
it's the anonymity,
involved in it, right?
They would never say it to your face if you were sitting with them.
And then you get just the haters, right?
Yeah.
Like we run a lot of social media advertising for contractors, right? So Facebook ads, Instagram ads that have the ability to be commented on.
Mm-hmm.
And, it could be another local sales rep that writes scam.
Yeah.
Or, or makes some
competitor.
Competitors are commenting and different people are coming, but no one knows that. Mm-hmm. They just see this person's name and a horrible comment. So in those situations, like Facebook allows you to hide those comments. Yeah.
So do you think that's a good practice?
You can hide or delete. Deleting alerts them to that you deleted it. Mm-hmm. Right. So then
hiding doesn't alert.
Hiding doesn't alert them, but their comment is still visible to them.
Yeah.
And their friends.
Yeah.
So the comment is still visible to their friends, which, you're at least limiting it when you're hiding it.
That's probably a first step.
Right. So at least all right, that was ridiculous. Hide it. We do that a lot on ads because it's not even people that have done business with them or plan to do business with them, or it's just, people spouting off about how there's no way that you can offer financing like this, or there's no, if you had good credit, sir, you would qualify, right?
Exactly. It could happen to you.
It could happen to you. So those are the things, right? Like, be professional. Don't engage with crazy.
Yeah.
That's probably a good one, right? Yeah. Don't engage with crazy. If you don't
hide or block
when if you need to. Yep. All of
it's
that.
okay to do that.
Yeah.
And then the taking offline. I think about all the weird stuff said online, even through COVID, and there's all kinds of bizarre things, like friends of mine just going kind of to a different place in a different world, and how they saw things. And every time we had a conversation online, it always kind of went negative, even though I'm a pretty chill dude. But then I started just saying, hey, can we get together for breakfast? Can we get together for lunch? And then suddenly it de-escalated everything because nobody else saw anything else we said. And then, of course, face-to-face, best friends.
That's right.
Totally fine,
That's right.
So your idea, it makes me wonder if one of the things, if I'm looking at a comment section and it's going nuts, and I see the contractor come in there and say, hey, I want to make this right. I got an opening tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I want to come out and meet with you face to face. We are going to fix this for you. I'm really sorry that you're feeling this way right now, but let me make it right. No matter what they say afterwards, everybody's going to go, wow, that contractor seems really reasonable. And it makes the other person look crazy if they keep going, right? Yeah. Hell no, you're not coming out to my site. I'll never talk to you again. It's like, okay, who was the problem here? So you can kind of flip the tables by even just offering that type of experience.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So making sure that you are taking the high road.
Yep. Thanks so much for joining us. You've got to go to jobnimbus.com/building business now. We've got a bunch of resources there. There's tips and tricks. There's industry insights, and all of it is free. So go and check it out right away. Job Nimbus is the best software tool to get you more organized, more efficient, and frankly, to give you your life back so you can have some life balance as you run your business.
For more information about roofer marketers, go to roofermarketers.com and get a copy of our free book, The Best Known Roofer, the omnipresent framework for your roofing company.